Jim Stoner, how are you? What have you been up to? I haven't seen you in forever.
Hi, Bob. It's great to see you. I've been living down in Knox County, been very active in the theater circles down there, been doing some living history shows, doing a lot of research about history, and I stumbled upon a great story and I wrote a play about it.
So you're the playwright. What's the name of this show and where did you get the idea for it?
The name of the play is The Black Cyclone, which was the nickname for Charles Follis, the first black professional football player in America, and it all happened here in Central Ohio. We staged it last year at Malabar Farm State Park, and ESPN and Time Warner Cable came and filmed footage from the play. We were really excited about that. Don't know if they'll come this year or not.
So where did you get your information about Charles, and why is it important that we remember him?
When I lived and worked in Shelby, I went into the Shelby Museum of History and stumbled upon a photograph of this black man on a football team with a bunch of white guys. And I thought, there's got to be a story here. It was from 1902, where he played football from 1902 to 1906 and helped lead them in Shelby to a couple of championships at the time, which predated the NFL, but it was professional football because Charles was paid $10 a game.
Can you give us some highlights of his life?
Well, Charles was recruited from Worcester to come to Shelby, was paid $10 a game, and befriended someone else on the team. They became best friends.
Well, who is that?
Well, his name was Branch Rickey. Even though Charles sadly dies in 1910 at the age of 31 of pneumonia, Branch Rickey goes on to make a name for himself in baseball and looked for somebody like Charles Follis, strong of character, athletic ability, and demeanor, willing to put up with a lot of garbage and crap, which sadly black Americans had to do at the turn of the century. Branch decided to break the race barrier on a national stage. He found Jackie Robinson and signed him to the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1947. If you hadn't had Charles Follis, you may not have had Jackie Robinson for decades.
Jim, this sounds like an incredible story. Would you describe this play as a drama, a comedy, a tragedy?
It's an historic drama that tells a really important story about how one man, through his dedication and his humility and character, can transform an entire country and their attitudes.
Jim, I'm up for this show. When's it going to open and where do I go?
It opens in October. It's going to be staged in the barn at Malabar Farm State Park, October 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and 10th, 11th, and 12th. And the fall is a great time to go to Malabar. All the colors, we're serving it as a dinner theater show. It's going to be great fun for everybody, Bob.
This sounds great, Jim. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the fall. Thank you for coming down.
Thank you, Bob.